Hello all, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the Unit 8, Subsection 6 of MMPC 007, that is use of visual aids. Okay, so in last video, we already started Unit 8 from Subsection 1. So you just refer that. And most presentation deal with the statistics and other complex data which would be confusing if it were described in words without any visual support. It is here that visual aids come to our rescue. They help us to present figures, to make comparison and contrast, to project future performances, and to talk about past, present and future trends, thus serving the dual purpose of enabling the presenter to deal with this kind of information easily and making it possible for listeners to understand these clearly. A variety of visual aids, diagram, photographs, etc. can be used for this purpose. Visual aids also make a presentation more interesting. Moreover, they help you to cut down on the amount of talking one has to do. However, you must ensure that your visuals are relevant, appropriate, and clear. Never overload them with information. Effective presenters introduce and highlight visual information briefly and clearly, making sure they allow their audience time to absorb the information. And we must use visual to reinforce and clarify and not to overwhelm the audience. There are many multimedia presentation software which can be used while preparing a presentation. So we will discuss those in unit 13 on technology and communication. So you just wait for that. And checklist for using visual aids. So this is here is a box 1. You just refer from your IGNOU study material MMPC 007 unit 8 also. Prepare each visual carefully and separately. Check whether the visual really depict what you are seeing and make sure the visuals are eligible like font size and color. Find effective headlines, keep design and content simple. Use bullet points, reduce text to a minimum, always prepare the audience for visuals and present information clearly and logically. So activity 2 is here based on this subsection, and next is question and answer session. No presentation is complete and satisfactory until you have successfully handled your question answer session. In a typical presentation, the presenter talks almost all the time. The only interactive part of a presentation is the question answer or discussion at the end. The question answer options put you in a superior position compared to the audience. So this means that you are seen as an expert and must be well prepared to be able to answer all queries from the audience. On the other hand, when you invite the audience to a discussion, you are more or less on equal terms with the audience. And there can be two policies on question answer. If you are confident and knowledgeable about your topic, you may allow members of the audience to ask you question during the course of the presentation. But if you feel that this would disturb the rhythm or a flow of your talk or put you off, it is better to invite your audience question at the end of your presentation. Question give you a chance to respond to the concern of your audience and to clarify any doubt or confusions. Look at them as an opportunity for you to support your argument and reinforce your message. How can you best prepare yourself for the audience question? So this issue should be addressed by you when you make an analysis of your expected audience as part of your preparation, and this is the right time for you to predict audience concern and questions. The next logical step is to think about answers for them. And remember that good preparation is the key to handling question to your satisfaction. Do not confine your reading and preparation of the topic to what you plan to decide include in your talk. Gather additional information. A comprehensive and in-depth understanding of your topic will come in handy during the question answer session or discussion. So it is also essential that you be a good listener. Make sure you hear and understand the full question before answering. Ask for clarification of anything you don't understand and do not preempt the questionnaire by answering before the question is fully stated. So activity 3 is under this subsection, so you just do it, so it will help you for your better understanding. Okay, in between any doubt you can call us or you can comment it on our comment box. So next is glossophobia. What is glossophobia? Phobia is termed as fear. Glossophobia is a fear of speaking in public. This is termed to be deterrent while making a presentation. The one who suffer from glossophobia often suffer from fear and anxiety, especially while speaking in front of the group of people. So public speaking fear is common, and some people are very nervous to speak in front of the audience, right? So this make them avoid public speaking. In business communication, this type of phobia is disadvantages, because the in business you need to communicate in a group of people, right? So therefore it is important for organization to diagnose the causes and provide a remedial solution to employees suffering from glossophobia. It is common type of phobia. And overcoming glossophobia, most of us, even those who have reached the highest echelons of their profession, struggle with public speaking anxiety. Nervousness or anxiety in certain situation is normal, and public speaking is no exceptions. And to overcome glossophobia, we will discuss certain tips which may help a person to become a good public speaker. These tips are as follows. So first one is get organized. Ahead of time, carefully plan out the information you want to present and including any props or audio visual aids. Knowledge of the topic. The better you know the content of your presentation, the less likely you will make a mistake or get off track. And practice your complete presentation several times. Challenge specific worries. When you are afraid of something, you may overestimate the likelihood of bad things happening. List your specific worries, then directly challenge them by identifying probable and alternative solution. And visualize success. Imagine that your presentation is going well, and positive thoughts will help decrease some of your anxiety. Deep breathing. This can be very calming, and take two or more deep breaths slowly before you get up to go to the podium. Focus on presentation. People mainly pay attention to new information. Do not fear a moment of silence. If you lose track of what you are saying or start to feel nervous and your mind goes blank, it may seem like you have been silent for an eternity. Recognize your success. After your presentation, give yourself a pat on the back. It may not have been perfect, but chances are you are far more critical of yourself than your audience is. And the component of effective presentation. What are the components under effective presentation? To make presentation effective, one should try to capture the interest of his or her audience right from the beginning by asking rhetorical questions, telling an interesting story, quotation, or joke, relating what you are saying to the audience using illustration, eye contact, and body language. So one must not just read out the sliders or his or her notes. First one is making a connect. In all the presentations, connecting with the audience is the most crucial part. Therefore, it is important to discuss this aspect. The first few minutes of the presentation are very precious and crucial. And if you fail to arrest the attention of your audience in the beginning, you may lose it forever. Your dress need to be neat, smart, and appropriate to the occasion. It is mostly formal for presentation. Next thing to pay attention to would be your jand or posture. Okay. And eye contact is important, and expression you wear on your face transit a great deal also. Okay. The voice also important in between. And lastly, do not forget that the audience will forgive a lot of if speaker is enthusiastic. If you are interested and enthused, and you will pass this on to your listener also. So but do not confuse enthusiasm with the loudness. Okay. So the activity 4 is here under this subsection. And next is language focus. Language is a very important. It should be clear and simple. Language focus put the emphasis on the structure of the language which is being used in the presentation. One should carefully use the phrases while talking about visuals and making comparisons. Okay, and where one can use the following phrases while talking on explaining the visuals. So these are the that words. You just refer your IGNOU study material, and here are some useful phrases which one can use to conclude his or her presentation. I would like to summarize or sum up. So as we have seen today, like that. So these are the list of that words. You just refer your IGNOU study material. Okay, and body language is there. Facial expression is a fundamental contributor to effective communication, so body language is very important. Silence is a powerful, if intriguing medium of communication. It has a dramatic impact, and silence can be interpreted in more than one way. So silence can have a dramatic effect in presentation or speeches to draw the attention of everyone. So here are some tips to make an effective presentation. So dress appropriately for the occasion, hold the attention of the audience by using visuals, audio clips to break the monotony, and be clear and concise. Ideas and information should be sequenced well. Use of humor in the presentation, and familiarize yourself with the venue. Be punctual, maintain eye contact with the audience, have positive body language, enthusiasm, confidence, and sincerity. Okay, so you just careful about when you are presenting something in a huge crowd or in a group of people. And activity 5 is here. So summary of this unit 8 is here. So in this unit you have learned about the different aspect of presentations. They are commonly used in workplace for the purpose of communication in a variety of situations that range from reporting about the progress of a department or the progress of an individual's work to selling product and services. Besides, they are often part of the recruitment process. The objective of most presentation is either to inform or persuade the listener about something. You have also learned and practiced commonly used structures for presentation, the importance of an outline and how to write outline, the function of visuals and the extent to which they help deal more effectively with the content is also discussed. The essentials of presentation like connecting with the audience, language focus, etc. have been discussed. The importance of suitable and impressive ending in presentation is emphasized along with the question answer session. So finally, the importance of body language and ways of overcoming fear of public speaking are deliberated. So keywords section is here, and self assessment questions also here. Four questions are here. What do you understand about presentation skills? How is a presentation planned? Explain what is the role of visual aids in presentation. Explain the concept of glossophobia. So these are only four questions. You just try to answer this. It will help you for your term and examination. And parallelly, you do your assignment also. So reference and further reading session is there. And the next chapter or unit we will discuss on next video. In between any doubts, you just contact us anytime. And thank you so much. For more MBA videos, you just do like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.
i-tutor Academy presents IGNOU MBA complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 21785.